Hi there, welcome to Filipino Diaries. Today we're diving into a fascinating yet often overlooked topic, the untold truths about the rise of Filipina single motherhood in the Philippines, including the challenges these women face and the reasons behind this growing phenomenon. Single mothers in the Philippines are some of the most resilient and hardworking individuals, but their stories are often misunderstood or ignored. Why are there so many Filipina single mothers? What challenges do they endure, and what societal factors contribute to this reality? Join us as we explore the cultural, economic, and personal aspects of single motherhood in the Philippines. By shedding light on this important topic, we aim to foster understanding and empathy for the incredible strength of Filipina single mothers. So here are the 15 key reasons why there are so many Filipina single mothers in the Philippines. A deeper dive into the realities shaping their lives. Number 1. Early pregnancies. Teenage pregnancies remain a major issue in the Philippines. Many young girls, lacking access to proper sex education, engage in relationships without understanding the consequences of unprotected sex. Social stigma around discussing reproductive health in schools and homes worsens the problem. These young mothers often face abandonment by the father of the child, who may not be emotionally or financially prepared to handle parenthood. Number 2. Cultural and religious beliefs. The strong influence of Catholicism in the Philippines encourages women to continue with unplanned pregnancies rather than consider abortion, which is both illegal and considered a sin. Cultural expectations emphasize family and motherhood. So many women choose to embrace single motherhood despite the challenges, even if the father opts out of the relationship. Number 3. Absence of legal divorce. The Philippines is one of the few countries where divorce is not legally allowed, leaving couples in unhappy or broken relationships. The high cost and complexity of annulment make it inaccessible for many. As a result, women often separate informally from their partners and raise their children as single mothers. Number 4. Lack of responsibility from fathers. It is not uncommon for men to abandon their partners after an unplanned pregnancy. Social norms sometimes tolerate men walking away without facing significant legal or social consequences. This leaves women to bear the full financial and emotional responsibility of raising children. Number 5. Economic pressures. Poverty is a significant issue in the Philippines, and financial instability can strain relationships. When couples struggle to make ends meet, disagreements over money often lead to separation. In these situations, women are often left to provide for the children, as the fathers may disappear or refuse to contribute. Number 6. OFW, Overseas Filipino Worker Culture. Millions of Filipinos work abroad to provide for their families. Long-distance relationships often face communication challenges and temptations that lead to infidelity or separation. When the relationship fails, the women, whether working abroad or staying home, often end up raising the children alone. Number 7. Casual relationships and lack of commitment. With the rise of casual relationships, many partnerships lack long-term planning or commitment. Unplanned pregnancies often result in situations where the father is not ready to settle down or assumes no responsibility for the child, leaving the mother to handle parenthood alone. Number 8. Stigma around contraception. Access to contraception remains a controversial issue in the Philippines. Cultural and religious beliefs often portray contraceptive use as immoral or unnatural. Many women lack access to affordable contraception, increasing the likelihood of unintended pregnancies and, consequently, single motherhood. Number 9. Domestic violence and abuse. Many Filipina women face abusive relationships. For their safety and that of their children, some choose to leave their partners and raise their children alone. However, leaving an abusive relationship is rarely easy, and these women often face financial and emotional struggles as single mothers. Number 10. Normalization of live-in relationships. Cohabitation without marriage has become increasingly common in the Philippines. While this allows couples to avoid the complexities of marriage laws, it also means relationships can end without legal obligations, often leaving the woman to care for the children alone when the relationship fails. Number 11. Unrealistic expectations of marriage. Many young Filipinas grow up idealizing romance and marriage due to societal and media influences. They may rush into relationships without fully understanding the realities of long-term commitment, leading to broken partnerships when those expectations are unmet. Number 12. Cultural tolerance for male infidelity. In Filipino culture, infidelity by men is often overlooked or tolerated, contributing to broken families. Women frequently bear the consequences, raising children alone while their partners move on without accountability. Number 13. Limited access to support systems. Government support for single mothers is minimal, and social safety nets are lacking. Many single mothers are left to fend for themselves with little to no assistance, relying heavily on extended family or community networks. Number 14. Pressure to settle down early. Cultural norms often encourage women to marry and have children at a young age, prioritizing family life over career or education. These early commitments can lead to unstable relationships, especially when one or both partners are not yet ready for the responsibilities of family life. Number 15. Lack of empowerment for women. In some areas, women have limited access to education and economic opportunities, leaving them reliant on their partners. This dependence can make them vulnerable to unstable or toxic relationships. When these relationships fail, the women are left to care for the children alone, often without sufficient resources to support themselves fully. And that wraps up the 15 reasons why so many Filipinas become single mothers in the Philippines. Unfortunately, society often judges them without truly understanding their struggles and the choices they've had to make. No one sets out to become a single mother, but these women chose to prioritize their children's well-being over staying in relationships that were unhealthy or unsustainable. Being a single mother in the Philippines is no easy feat. Most of these women receive little to no financial support from the fathers of their children, forcing them to work tirelessly to provide for their families. Their strength, determination, and love are nothing short of inspiring. Thank you so much for watching. We hope today's episode shed light on an important yet often misunderstood topic. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more meaningful discussions. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we'll uncover more untold truths and stories about Filipino life. See you next time, and remember, every story deserves to be heard.